Joe Biden. Pulls right him. He slips up and down like an old violin. He's got a lot of...
And then it happened. She said the word. She said the incantation, which I hope the Russians and Chinese never figure it out, because allegedly it is a word so powerful which crushes the human spirit of the United States of America. It is a word which will just dehumanize people and turn them into chickens, unable to cope, unable to comprehend what is going on. It is a word so sacred, so hollow, that the US government needs to put under lock and key and protect it so that America's foreign enemies do not know what that word is, because it can actually dismantle and cripple the US military. At least that's the vibe that I, as an outsider, Eastern European, am getting from watching white Americans freaking out on the Twitter over Mari stream. They're acting like Chernobyl or Fukushima exploded. Except that in the case of Chernobyl and Fukushima, people were trying to contain the radiation. But in this case, the progressive woke Americans are trying to spread it. You see, my lack of understanding is that her stream didn't have that many viewers. It had a couple of hundreds. But now, like, the progressive white Americans are like, look what she said. Look at it. Look. It's so harmful, isn't it? Look at it. And they're like spreading this to as many people as possible. So I just don't understand. You know, my little pea brain, which failed to go to a university like gender studies. I don't know what I've been doing with my life. I went to law school and med school instead, like completely useless degrees for a functioning society. But I guess like the Americans are far more progressive and enlightened than Romanians. As such, it just bewilders me. I do not understand it, but I'm pretty sure it has some logic at some level. Because again, like, she said a word that is very damaging, and the progressive people who want to help minorities are spreading that knowledge around. It's like, look at the word. Look, she said it. Now, it's interesting because apparently I didn't even knew that this word is problematic. Because this is what she said. Now, again, like, English is not my main language, so I had to look it up. Apparently, it's a different word, which does exist in the English language, but it's not a slur. Like, it's perfectly fine. But because it resembles something that is a slur, it is just as damaging. Now, it's painfully obvious for any honest person looking in that Mari said it by accident. She was improvised rapping, which is something very difficult to do, and she saw someone with that name in the chat, and that's why she read it out, like trying to find rhymes and trying to mix-match words. And immediately afterwards, she apologizes.
That sounded bad. That sounded really bad, but it is not what I just said. That is not... It sounded bad, but I did not...
It sounded bad, but I did not say that. That's literally what she said, because it's so true. Any person watching the video would notice that she did not say the word. But you know what? Even if she had said the word, I would still not have any problem with it. And I'm willing to bet that a progressive white liberal from Twitter would not have a problem with it either if it was said by Joe Biden or if it was said by Justin Trudeau or by AOC in a similar manner. Completely accidental, done as a slip of the tongue. No one would care. And people are like, well, why does she even know this word? It's like, well, she likes rap music. Have you listened to rap? I mean, they mention this word constantly. It's almost impossible that if the rap song isn't catchy, you're not going to have the word in your brain if you genuinely like rap music. So unless you want to sanitize rap, unless you want to remove this word from within the rap songs, I don't know how a person who legitimately likes the genre cannot be subjected to hearing this word time and time again. But that's not what this is about, right? Because it's honestly a mistake. And the only reason people are offended is because they're not offended. What people are doing here is that they are happy, they are ecstatic, that they can finally perform their American pastime activity, which is trying to ruin someone else. So they are going after her to try to destroy her career because now they have a reason to. It's not even that they hate this lady, it's not even that they know who this lady is, but it is like part of the American pastime to show how virtuous you are by ruining others, Rather than try and build someone up, you try to push someone down because it's a lot easier and it makes you seem like a righteous, moral person. Now, at this point, Mari does the worst mistake that you can possibly do in this situation, which is to apologize. Because this is what they want. They will attack you for something that is complete bullshit, and the moment you apologize, even if it's sincere, they will use your apology as an admission of guilt, and it's going to be very difficult for other people to defend you from that point forward. In other words, they are doing a witch hunt, they're accusing you of being a witch, and the moment you apologize for being a witch, you justify their persecution. Up until that point, people will say, well, witches don't exist. What are you on about? Like, you're crazy. Leave this woman alone. But after you say, well, I am a witch. I'm sorry for it. I did perform witchcraft. Then they will say, aha, see, we were right. Now we need to punish the witch. So, Mari goes and apologizes. For clarification, recently, I tried to do a freestyle rap on a stream that accidentally said a really hateful slur. She didn't say the N-word, by the way. But, like, people gaslit her in it, to the point where she is now saying that she said it. Do you see how difficult it is for me to defend her at this point? Even though you can watch the video and you can see that she didn't say the N-word. She says that she was mixing words together and tried to incorporate a viewer's name into the rap. The slur is not a part of my vocabulary. I apologize and deleted the video and the clips as not to hurt anyone. No one is getting hurt by this, by the way. Like, and if people get hurt by this, then every single progressive individual on Twitter that is sharing clips of your video should be treated exactly the same way you're treated. Because if you hurting people by saying the word, they're hurting people by spreading the word. Someone clipped it anyways and spread it around out of malice, and I'm really sorry to anyone or any communities affected. I know that even accidents can hurt people, and it's never my intention to hurt anyone. It was an honest mistake. They are gaslighting you. You haven't hurt a single person. They can't name the name of a person you have hurted. Do you understand this? If you go to the most rabid anti-fan, like someone that's attacking you mercilessly and is demanding that you be deplatformed, and ask them, name the person who I've hurted, they will not be able to. Because this is not about you hurting people. This is about them getting feeling empowered and justified for trying to take you down. Please do not follow me for saying the word either. It was a mistake and will not happen again, and I don't condone these actions. No, but like, people are following you because they are seeing that you're being persecuted for no good reason. This is why people are following you, right? And they're following you because it upsets the people who are persecuting you. Like, the overwhelming majority of people do not agree with what is happening to you. Like, we noticed that it is unjust. Surely there is more injustice in the world that the people attacking you can go after rather than take it up with you when you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, it was an honest mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't believe that the people attacking you have never made mistakes. But this is like the standard that we need to pretend exists. Like, no one is allowed to make mistakes. There is no redemption. Apologizing doesn't work. And by the way, while we're on the subject of apologizing, you should only apologize to individual people that you actually hurted. Like, if someone comes up to you and is like, okay, I've been hurt by your video, then you can have a conversation and you can talk with that person. Apologizing to the mob doesn't work. The mob isn't offended. It just wants to ruin you. And this to me shows that you're an honest person and you legitimately feel bad by it. But you shouldn't. You shouldn't feel bad by it because you did absolutely nothing wrong. And I want to show you just how vicious some people are towards her on Twitter. Now, full disclosure, do not contact these people. We're not going after people we're criticizing on the internet. But basically, what I'm saying is that I would rather have a friend like Mari than to have a friend like these people. For example, I was really disappointed seeing that clip. And honestly, it's not my place to forgive you. Like, what is this, some religion? Like, it's not my place to forgive you. Then why are you talking about it? Clearly, you're not the person offended. So why are you... Your friends aren't offended, right? Like, if your friends were offended, they would be speaking instead of you. Why are you talking if it's not your place to forgive someone? However, I was even more disappointed after seeing how you seem to treat it like a joke. It came out really as insensitive. How do you want her to treat it? Fall into a depression? Get the gloomies? Like require antidepressants, the tools of her immune system from this day forward? She made a mistake. Like, she said something bad. It's like when a kid, says fuck by accident in front of his mother and the kid starts laughing. Isn't that the same thing? Do you ever know the concept of nervous laughter? Is that not in your vocabulary? Do you pretend like this doesn't happen? I looked up to you, man. I thought that you were a role model for me. When I saw you hit 10K, you made me feel like I do it too. How could you just let something like that slip out, Mari? I don't even know you in real life or that well on here. But I'm so disappointed. What is this shit? Like, honestly, do you not think people make mistakes? Like, did you look at her because she got like 10,000 subscribers? Like, she's Jesus fucking Christ, pure of sin? I mean, I am sorry to tell you, but if these are your standards of others, I sincerely hope you can maintain yourself to these same standards. Because if this is the type of culture that you want to create, where one slip up is enough, and there's no coming back from it, and you want a career as a VTuber where you're going to be streaming for hours on end, day after day, and you think that after years of streaming you're not going to make a single mistake? Well, you know what? Good luck to you. Contact me in 5 years, and if you manage to be successful and you never made a single mistake in 5 years, I will give you a personal apology. I don't know a single successful streamer that never fucked up. Starting with PewDiePie, going down to Dr. Disrespect. I mean, we can go down the list, and we can point out how many times people fuck up in various matters. And if I, oh my god, well, I'm so disappointed I used you as a life guru. Come on, okay? Cut the shit. You're not disappointed. You're just happy that you get someone to attack. And this makes your friends appreciate just how progressive you are. They're like, oh my god, oh, you said it, girl. You said it. That is so stunning and brave. Oh, you stood up to racismus. America is a better place now because you on the Twitter did the click-the-clack on the keyboard and you managed to kick a person while they're down. Well, I'm telling you what, you know, this person is going to get back up. And it's going to be interesting when you're going to ask for collabs, or you're going to ask for some of her friends to draw you art, or anything like that. What you said is going to be there forever. So my advice to you as a fellow streamer, next time this happens, don't kick people while they're down. Alright, like, think that you can be down one day, and you don't want to be kicked. I'm just saying, especially if it's an honest mistake, right? Like, any objective person looking from the outside can call that this is an honest mistake. Now, the reason that I'm saying it's almost universally white people getting offended at Mari Mari is due to the fact that when you see black people, they're like, what are you guys on about? Like, that's not offensive. She made a mistake. Move on, right? And when that happens, you have other people attacking the black people, literally justifying this meme. This meme is now a reality, right? So you got like, here's an example. You got this VTuber which says, black people, you'll need to really stop being fake mad over an antiquated word. Because they are fake mad. They're not going after rap lyrics when they happen. They're not going after other people when it happens, like Joe Biden. No, like, that's fine. Okay, they're not going after Justin Trudeau when he's black-facing. Because it's not about this. Those people are powerful and influential, and there's nothing they can do to them. So they don't even try. But when it's someone small, someone that just hit 10,000, and it's on Twitch, which means that it is within their power to ruin them, oh, then they get offended. So now you have this black lady calling it out, pointing out that these people are major hypocrites, and what happens is, like, all of these progressive people that want to help minorities are calling this person a coon. I mean, there are just so many examples. Look here. Look. Look at this shit. You know, these are the progressives, by the way. These are the ones that are offended by racismus, and they are attacking a black person because they think differently. So let me get this straight, alright? White liberals. Like, you think you have studied the human experience to a T, to the point where you literally understand racismus better than anyone else on earth, and the only reason that a black person might disagree with you is because they're wrong. They're the racists. Okay? They're in the cahoots with the white VTuber. That's what is happening here. It's not that maybe you're the one that's wrong. It's not maybe that you are the one that should shut the fuck up and let the minorities express themselves. No. I see. Beautiful. Beautiful culture you created, America. I bet something from the bowels of California, which now needs to spread to the rest of the world, right? Because everyone on Earth need to now know English and need to understand your slurs and your way of speaking and your ideology and your mentality, right? But anyway, right, I got a little bit upset. You know, normally I try not to get upset, but it's upsetting seeing that it's happening to a smaller person who is very talented and they are doing their best to entertain people. Like, they are saying things to make people laugh, to make people smile, to better the days of a life that is already shitty. If you're looking at the gas prices and if you're looking at what's happening outside with the economy, you know, some people might want to come home, relax, and watch a VTuber and smile. But apparently that's not allowed because the VTuber isn't 100% perfect and up to standards. I see. Let me know what you guys think, and before I leave, I'll put a link to Body's Twitch channel, and you can see the little intro which she did so you can understand her content. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.
I'm a big princess. No.